Alright, hi guys, this is my iComp presentation. Sorry if it looks or sounds terrible. This is my crappy webcam on my computer, so yeah, it's probably gonna be bad. But I could always read really fast since I was little. Like, I would just speed through books, like, don't really know why, but I just could, and I could still know everything in it. I wasn't like skipping details, but I think that's probably led to why I read so much, because I would read anything I could get my hands on, like any fact or history books, series of unfortunate events. I love that. And I actually read a ton of Babysitters Club books. Like, when I had a pile of finished books I had read and unfinished, and when I would read them, I'd just swap it over to the other pile. I don't really know why I kept that pile. I guess it was like pride. But yeah, I had that. And I'm not from a reading family. Like, my parents didn't encourage me to read. I don't know why I like to read. I don't know, but yeah, I don't really. It's only me and my family. And I remember when I had a Nook once, and my mom, I would get the books on there, but I still want the physical copy. And she's like, "Why do you want the physical copy? You have the..." Like, she just didn't understand. Like, for me, I have to actually have the physical copy of the book. Like, it means something to me. But I don't know. She didn't read. She didn't get it. And I remember when I was younger, book orders and book fairs were my jam. Like, Jesus Christ. The excitement I'd get when I would come in the room, my teacher, she would have this classic, like, box with all the books that everyone had ordered in the class. Like she had to tell me to sit down and she would open it and give me my stuff. But, oh man. I remember when I got to high school and they didn't have them anymore, I was so sad. Like, I guess they thought I'd outgrown it and we're too old. Yeah, but I always liked reading anything, but I really liked Diary of a Wimpy Kid. It was always one of those books I saw in the book orders, but never got actually read for a while, but started reading them, loved them. And also Geronimo Stilton, if anyone had read those, I felt like I'm the only one who ever read them, but, the Detective Mouse, love those. And I remember even in high school and even now, I'd go back to the kids section in Barnes & Noble to look at stuff and old books. Just because they're younger doesn't mean you can't read them. But I'd feel so old back there, and I'm like, I shouldn't be here. Do I look suspicious? But yeah, I still go, but less often. And when I was in 5th grade, particularly when we had recess, I gotta stop. I would never play, because we had a terrible playground anyway. We really didn't have one. But I would sit on this little bench we had, and I would just read with the teacher and the teacher's assistant, I think. And I remember I would just do that. And my teacher, she joked once. She was like, if we ever want to punish you, if you ever get in trouble, we'll send you out to play and take your books away, rather than just like giving you detention or something. And I was like, I felt the fear of God in me in that moment. I was like, please, miss, don't. But, yeah, I didn't know she was joking. But, yeah, and in that grade, 5th grade, we had a teacher. He wasn't really a teacher, kind of, but his name was Mr. Schwager. And everybody loved this man because he was so nice, and he was just the cheeriest guy. And I remember he had a room. He didn't teach, but he had his own room full of books. I don't know exactly what he did, but he said you can go in there anytime, take whatever books you want, as long as you put them back. And it was filled with books too. Like, I would just go in there, take so many. Like, this is where I got the Babysitters Club books, and I would just take them. And I'm so glad he encouraged me to read now so much. Like he encouraged me to read, and I don't think he knows the impact it had, but I'm so grateful to him for doing that. Like, he actually read the Percy Jackson series, well, the first book, to my class, and that started a whole series of events. And that's kind of what made me realize I'm into fantasy, mostly as a genre. I like to read a lot of stuff, fantasy is my main one, and what I really like. But yeah, that started that. And yeah, reading or literature, it's all been about kind of just what I like, rather than a genre, really. I like horror, I like supernatural, romance. I love romance, actually. But yeah, and this young adult literature has never really been a part of my, reading. I've never thought about it. I just read what I've liked. I just pick up a book, ooh, that looks interesting, and I'll read it. But since I've been in this class, though, I've been starting to read more, and I've been paying attention to more, like, oh, this is young adult literature now, because, I don't know, hopefully in the future, it'll become something that, when I read it, I'll appreciate the themes of, like, growing up, not necessarily abuse, but like romance, like as a young teen experiencing these things, and I'll be able to appreciate them rather than just, you know, read it and not know what's going on. Like The Outsiders, what I read in 8th grade. It was, I don't know, it was just a book to me. It never really felt like adult literature, but now I know. But yeah, hopefully it becomes a bigger part of my life. I mean, it has, but, you know, hopefully after I get out of this class, I still keep it up. But we'll have to see. Bye, guys.